Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and Ripple announced today, this is big news, that they are loaning out XRP to their customers. Well, how about that? This is going to help build out the ecosystem faster. To what degree, I'm not completely sure. We'll see how many customers take advantage of this, and there are only so many on-demand liquidity customers as I record this anyway, with, of course, on-demand liquidity requiring the usage of XRP as a bridge currency. But this is definitely something, and I will explain why. I'm going to share with you comments from Ripple employees on this, as well as some comments from at least one or two XRP community members. This has the potential to be big because we've, I'll say it like this, Ripple's encountered some choke points recently in the terms of rolling out on-demand liquidity in new corridors. This could certainly help, and I'll explain why. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap that like button, I would definitely appreciate the support, because if you do, it will simply make YouTube's algorithm more likely to recommend this particular Moon Lambo content to other people on the YouTubes. And also go ahead and subscribe, because if you don't, that would make me a sad panda. You don't want Moon Lambo to be a sad panda. You guys remember this piece? This is from August 29th of this year, and this is titled, Ripple CEO, Lack of XRP Liquidity Slows Down Adoption of On-Demand Liquidity. And some people were kind of freaking out over this. And I was like, this shouldn't be a surprise, guys, because I've been hammering this point home for like years, and there's so many people out there that still don't get it. It's not, there is nothing mechanically about the, a corridor, quote-unquote, opening for on-demand liquidity that mechanically raises the price of XRP or increases liquidity just in and of itself, just the fact that it exists. Rather, if you have a sufficient blend of price and liquidity, then XRP can be used as a bridge currency, and so people tend to have it exactly backwards. And here's a quote from Brad Garlinghouse highlighting this. It just perfectly illustrates the problem, because what he was stating at the end of August this year was that there's more demand for on-demand liquidity than they can handle, and people are asking, well, if that's the case, then how come you're not seeing on-demand liquidity expand further? And again, it's because you don't have a sufficient blend of price and liquidity. And so here's a quote from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple has actually throttled that growth because one of the things that's important when using on-demand liquidity is you have to have really good liquidity on both sides of the transaction. And so, if XRP doesn't have enough liquidity in the marketplace, you can't put as much demand through. How about that? I know, mind-blowing stuff here. And again, I know the people newer in the space, I won't be surprised if you don't know that, but if you've been around for a few years, hopefully by now you know. But at least if you've been listening to this channel, because it's just one of those things that I keep harping on, because I see constantly in my Twitter feed just people they have it exactly backwards here. And mind you, Brad Garlinghouse, he's long XRP. Check out this quote before I jump into the rest of what's happening today to fix exactly what I'm talking about here. But Brad Garlinghouse stated, I do not spend a lot of time and energy focused on the ups and downs. I don't think about the price on a short-term basis. I have said publicly before, I think about it over many years, not over many days or even weeks. As long as we have the liquidity in the marketplace to be able to deliver on the products we are building for our customers. And we are working to that, and that's why I've also stated that Ripple can only do so much on this front. A huge part of what needs to happen here is for the crypto asset class to mature as time passes, which really should increase liquidity for any project that will have long-term staying power if it's viable, as long as there's utility there, is what I believe anyway. And by the way, to be clear, I don't have a financial background. I am not offering financial advice, so don't buy or sell because of anything I say, all right? Just sharing with you my everyday Joe Schmo opinion. But we did know that this is kind of coming down the pike here. There's an individual named Chip who had this piece from May. And so we knew that Ripple was working on this, but it finally came to. So this is from the block. Ripple is working on a loan offering that will work in connection with its XRP payment solution. And so there's a comment from XRP community member Frecky, who tagged me along with some others and wrote, I told people multiple lending options coming in the pipeline. Also more coming from banks' future. Naysayers hated on it. Well, I didn't hate on it. I think a lot of the stuff that you see from legacy financial system is going to move over to crypto anyway. So, to me, it just kind of made sense here ultimately. But let's jump into this. So this is Ripple's Insights. This is their blog series, and they put this out today titled Fund Instant Cross-Border Payments with a Line of Credit from RippleNet. And interestingly, they're calling their product, the actual name of the product so far as I can tell, they're calling it Line of Credit, which is interesting because a line of credit is also just a thing that you can get from a bank. So it would be as if it's kind of as silly as if they had a product called loan, and like loans are just something that you can get from a financial institution. Like to me, it's just a regular term used to indicate something that's occurring between a relationship that a business may have with a bank. But anyway, that's what they're calling it, line of credit. And so this is amazing. XRP actually being lent out, and so listen up here because this is what's going to make it possible to scale out on-demand liquidity faster and hopefully to a notable degree. And so and this is the cool thing, because although I'll always say, and it's endlessly true, because it's humans that choose the price of XRP. There's nothing mechanical about it. It's not some sort of algorithm that decides what the price of XRP is. It's humans buying and selling. It's speculative. It always will be, right? But the cool part here is as this increases the rollout of on-demand liquidity, it should instill additional confidence in people that choose to speculate, which I think could ultimately, it'll just be one more factor that could potentially make the price of XRP rise. So that's one of the many reasons it's super duper important for us as XRP holders. So the piece begins. Today, Ripple launched a line of credit, a new beta service on RippleNet that allows customers using on-demand liquidity, or ODL for short, to source capital on demand to initiate cross-border payments at scale using the digital asset XRP. Limited access to working capital is one of the biggest barriers to growth for many companies. Unlike incumbents who have large balance sheets that allow them to scale their business quickly, many fintechs and small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs for short, lack the capital and resources to compete. Faced with stalled growth, customers turn to creating bespoke credit arrangements with each partner in each destination market. Each arrangement requires additional overhead management, making it a slow, burdensome, and ultimately inefficient process. Ripple's line of credit solves this problem for our customers by providing upfront access to capital for every market through one simple credit arrangement, simplifying access to financial solutions that accelerate business performance and scale. So those using on-demand liquidity on RippleNet can purchase XRP from Ripple on credit. Customers are charged one fee on the amount borrowed with no hidden fees and can receive approvals faster than through traditional means. RippleNet customers simply take advantage of one simple XRP-based arrangement everywhere that on-demand liquidity is available, regardless of sending destination or fiat currency, and cost a lot less than most other available credit options. So line of credit has already been piloted by RippleNet customers who specialize in cross-border money transfers, are experiencing the benefits firsthand, helping these companies grow their business and make global transfers more affordable for more people. It also opens up opportunities to use the capital freed from pre-funded accounts and further invest in their business to enter new markets and reach new customers. So you can see right there, Ripple is another clearly stated goal of this is to attack Nostro Vostro accounts. They are not needed. There's a better way to move money around the planet, obviously, right? RippleNet uses technology to deliver financial solutions vital for businesses that were once only offered by multinational banks without the cost and overhead of legacy systems. By leveraging distributed ledger technology and XRP, the universal asset for the exchange of value worldwide, Ripple can deliver access to services that were not previously possible. I love that wording, by the way. The universal asset for the exchange of value worldwide. And that's quickly becoming what it is. I mean, you could argue about the degree to which it's true, given that there are only a handful of corridors open, but my gosh, a Rome was not built in a day, right? All good things in time. I'm one patient mofo, so I do not mind. But line of credit is the latest step in Ripple's vision to enable the Internet of Value and break down the barriers in finance. It's an exclusive new service that financial institutions and money service providers can use to consistently provide customers with cost-effective, real-time cross-border payments. And so I want to share with you a couple things. I have a short thread from Ashish Burla. He's been promoted to, he was a senior vice president of product or something like that. Senior vice president of something. I could never remember, and now I don't have to. He's the general manager of RippleNet now. So he's got a thread. And then I want to share with you another short thread from XRP community member Galgatron, which highlights exactly why this is certainly should be good for us as XRP holders. Because obviously, what's most important to us as XRP holders? I mean, at the top of the list, is it not ultimately price action? Like, let's cut to the chase. The bottom line: we want to see positive price action, do we not? Well, this is something that I certainly believe could have a strong impact because it could help the whole ecosystem get built out much faster. But here's what Ashish Burla had to say. Customers have told us time and again that access to capital is the biggest barrier to growth. Scaling quickly is a must. If you're an incumbent with a large balance sheet, that's easy. But startups, small and medium enterprises, e-commerce companies, unfortunately, lack the resources to do the same. Now, customers using on-demand liquidity can use line of credit, which provides upfront access to capital through a single credit arrangement, simplifying access to solutions that let you scale, enter new markets, and reach new customers. RippleNet customers use one XRP-based arrangement with flexible repayment that works everywhere on-demand liquidity is available, regardless of sending destination or local currency, and costs less than traditional providers. Line of credit allows you to scale and accelerate your business performance. Pilot customers are already seeing the results. RippleNet is evolving from bidirectional messaging, settlement, liquidity management, to lending. XRP is the key behind what only RippleNet can offer. And like I keep saying, and I could not mean it more fervently, XRP is at the core of Ripple's business model. It absolutely is. That's when people talk about the Ripple finding success without XRP, I'm like, holy hell, that would not be anything resembling their business plan, not even close. And it was also interesting here that they're talking about the evolution of RippleNet and how Ripple's clearly now getting into lending, which historically is a function of a bank. Just an interesting observation. I'm not saying that Ripple's a bank. Their customers are banks, but just an interesting observation. And then Ashish writes, we're providing customers with financial solutions that were once only available through legacy systems, now without the cost and overhead. This is the first of many more to come. Hashtag Internet of Value onwards. Such cool stuff here. Now here's what Galgatron had to say, and I loved the way that he was thinking through this. Galgatron wrote, first reactions to new Ripple line of credit, LOC for short, line of credit, feature is a belief that it's just Ripple dumping more XRP into the markets and limiting the perspective to this product. That's true, but Ripple has already stated that they are actively buying back from the markets. And indeed, what he's talking about there, just to make sure nobody's misunderstanding, Ripple is not only selling XRP, they are buying it. Yeah, and now they're lending it, right? So, if they were just dumping on the market, they wouldn't be interested in purchasing anything back, but they're being responsible stewards of the XRP ecosystem to the extent they have that ability, which admittedly is minimal, because really what you just need is more liquidity in the crypto asset class in general, and Ripple can only do so much, right? They can't just make major institutions at the snap of a finger invest in the crypto asset class, including XRP, and same for new retail investors entering the space. It's just not how it works, which is why I'm glad they're doing stuff like this. Galgatron writes, to stabilize the price, so you can be sure that Ripple isn't going to let LOC drive the price down. So what is LOC for? Well, as stated in this Ripple news, it's for smaller companies to be able to use on-demand liquidity without needing all that money up front. Most companies operate on debt and pay back their debts once they get paid. Using on-demand liquidity today requires money up front, which keeps a lot of smaller companies from considering using on-demand liquidity. Now with LOC, smaller companies can take advantage of on-demand liquidity. This is great news for on-demand liquidity adoption and will accelerate the network effect we're all waiting for, which is cool as hell in my humble opinion. And also there's a quote here. I was just going to mention Miguel Viez, or maybe it's Viez. Viez? Anyway, he used to be head of XRP markets, but he's moved on from the company. And he was working on this back in 2017. Here's a quote from him. One of my longer-term goals after I get the ecosystem built out, after I get payments running through there, as I try to merge the two worlds, the digital asset markets and the traditional capital markets, as I try to do that, one of the levers we will be able to pull will be lending. See, you guys got to be patient. This is in 2017, and today it's announced that it's live for customers. Cool stuff, though. That's why, like, I get people, oh my god, XRP isn't moving fast enough on my timeline. Okay, well, chill out, bro. It's okay. Like, I get it. You got skin in the game. I understand the emotions, but in my humble opinion, it's best to just sideline the emotions and let the market play out, because you can't control it anyway. Like, for me, I would never have invested in crypto if I didn't have a long-term mindset. This is the way I approach it. But anyway, that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!